Hi guys, it's Miss Latios and we're going to read today A Bad Kitty Christmas. And this book is written by Nick Brule. And I love these books because I love Bad Kitty. He's always getting into some sort of trouble. Now, I actually love kitties. I'm very allergic to them, so I love to read about them because kitties are hilarious. You guys ready? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the city not a creature was stirring. Bam! Crash! Kaboom! Except for Bad Kitty. A Bad Kitty Christmas by Nick Brule. How did she get here, you may ask yourself? It's a very long story. I'll tell it myself. First thing this morning, I awoke to a clatter. I ran down the stairs and asked, "What's the matter?" And that's when I found Kitty in the midst of her caper. She'd torn through the gifts that was covered in paper. The icicles injured, the jingle bells jumped, Kris Kringle was kicked. Ho, 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 ho. The lights were all lumped. The manger was mauled, the nutcracker nailed, the ornaments ousted, the poinsettia paled. The quiet was quashed, the ribbons ripped up, the star was sent swirling, the tree was tripped up. The unicorn uglified, Vixen was vexed, the wreath looked just wretched, the xylophones exed. Our Yuletide looked yucky. My zeal had been zapped, and when I found Kitty in the shreds where she napped. Oh, Kitty, bad Kitty, I'm filled with distress. You've ruined our Christmas. Just look at this mess. All of these presents, these were for you. Why did you do it? And Kitty said, meow. Though there were presents and bundles and boxes galore, Kitty was angry. She wanted more. She wanted an ape and a bear and a cormorant dish, a duck and an eagle baked with a fish, a gecko, a horse, an ibis, a jackal, a kiwi and a lion in a soup with a mackerel, a narwhal, an owl, and a penguin on rye, a quetzal, a rabbit, and a seahorse in pie, a toad, an urchin, a vole, and a whale, a xeris and a yak fried with zebra tail. That does it! I've had it. Just look at this place. I don't care if you're mad, Kitty. You are a disgrace. I've never known someone so selfish and greedy. 'Tis the season, you know, to give to the needy. I'd better start cleaning. What will you do? Do you feel like helping? And Kitty said, mew. She was all miffed when we packed up to go on an afternoon trip in the Christmas Eve snow. As we left for the city to see Uncle Murray, the window was open and she left in a hurry. Oh, Kitty, dear Kitty, don't go, you must stay. We shouted and cried as she ran away. But still she abandoned us right then and there. We thought we'd never see Kitty again. Look what it says down here. Oh no, not Puppy too. Come back, come back. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and out on the streets I saw a little black cat with little wet feet. Uh-oh, look at all of these guys. She sat in an alley, a path dark and scary. She didn't look jolly, and she didn't look merry. She looked so alone as she sat there and pondered, as if she was lost and unsure where she had wandered. Look what's all around her. Ooh. And then she began to meow and to bellow. She cried for a while until I said, meow, 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 meow. Hello. Well, what do we have here, little black cat? Don't you have a home? Let's look into that. Look what's down here. What's he doing? Where do you think this doggie's going to go to? There, little cat. It'll be all right. You shouldn't be out on this very cold night. I'll take you upstairs to dry off your fur. Would you like some food? And this kitty said, purr. Now my home's a bit empty. Why, it's practically bare, but I still have a little, and I'm happy to share. I grabbed a clean towel to dry off her back and set down a plate with a small, tasty snack. Uh-oh. Now here comes who's coming. Do you like this old tree, the one on the shelf? Do you know that I adorned it all by myself? If you won't see any tinsel, not even one light, it only has photos. They're all black and white. Come sit with me, cat, and I'll show you all the folk in my life and the people that I knew. Here's my Aunt Agnes with my brother Bobby, with dear cousin Clancy and his daughter Dottie. That's Edgar the elder with my father Frank, next to grandmother Gail, and my husband Hank. Look, the doggy's coming. These are my in-laws, Ike and Olana, with their two juveniles, John and Joanna. They each have a kid, Kendra and Ken, and the lineage goes on with Londra and Len. And here's my mother, Marge, with her lovely niece, Nan, with her offspring, Oscar, and her partner, Pam. And that's Quinn in the quilt, a family heirloom. He's related to Robert, who hails from Khartoum. And that's my sister, Sophie, and her twins, Tina and Todd, with dear Uncle Upton, who has a nose that is odd. There's Vasha, my friend, or friend in Arkansas. She's Walter's wife, and he is my son. Look what the dog, what's the rat telling him? This last one's my favorite. It's the whole silly gang at a Christmas reunion where we laughed and we sang. We met in New York near the end of December. I wrote on the picture so I'd always remember. On here it says Christmas 1962. We're spending our Yule at the Central Park Zoo. This cat looked entranced while I patted her fur as she stared at each picture there before her. You should know, cat, that I'm still quite content with only this tree that looks slightly bent. I may not have jewels or a car or a yacht, but I still have my memories, and that's quite a lot. Doggy's coming. Little cat, this is what Christmas should be. It's not about stuff from a big spending spree. It's not about presents all over the place. It's not about food or stuffing your face like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Eid. You see, Christmas, it's all about family. Home's where the heart is, and that's what they say. So I'll bet you your poor kitten, your heart feels miles away. Don't fret, little cat, wipe off that tear. If we can't find your home, then you can stay here. But I should tell you, she was homesick. She wanted more. And that's when she heard a scratch at the door. There's someone to see you, you lucky black cat. I think that he knows where your home is at. Like a furry black flash, she flew out the door. She was moving so fast, she did not even touch the floor. So I guess you'll be leaving, I said with a sigh. I'm so glad I met you. Tell your folks I said hi. So I sat in my chair and I put my tree in my lap and I settled myself for a long winter nap. I was happy to know she had a home of her own. Too bad I'd be spending my Christmas alone. But just when I started to slumber and snore, again I heard a scratching at my front door. This cat had come back like she had something to do. What do you want? Aunt Kitty said. You too. 'Twas the night before Christmas. We were filled with regrets as we sat in our seats, missing our pets. The house seemed so empty without them around. I wished and I hoped that they were both safe and sound. Then unto the door there arose such a knock. I sprang from my chair from the sudden shock. When what to my pondering eyes should appear but Kitty and Puppy and a lady most dear. They're home, Christmas is saved. Welcome home, Kitty. I hope you behave. And thank you, dear lady, for bringing them back. I hope that you'll stay for a late Christmas snack. And she did, don't you know? In fact, she moved in. Some friends are like family, and she became kin. Up there is her photo. It's high on the tree, wrapped snug in the branches for all to see. So Kitty is home now. I think that she'll stay. She's gone off to bed to end this long day. This story is over, and now that everything's right, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. What a sweet story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.